What's up everyone? Today I will give you 5 reasons to buy Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition with no spoilers. Even if you have already played the original, there are so many reasons to replay this game, such as the new epilogue Future Connected, that you can play without finishing the main game, and the new challenge mode, and of course, all the new remastered soundtracks that you can switch off and use the original if you want to. But for all the Xenoblade newcomers and people that played Xenoblade 2 or X but not 1, here are 5 reasons why you should buy Xenoblade DE. We gotta start with the gameplay, probably the most important part of any game. Xenoblade DE has a unique battle system that's unlike any other RPG. Xenoblade doesn't have random encounters or turn-based combat. The battle system may look similar to Xenoblade X and 2, but each of them is actually pretty unique. In Xenoblade 1, you choose up to 3 characters that you want in your party. Each character has its own set of arts. Each character has a role. For example, Sharla is a healer and Ryan is a tank. You aren't stuck to just controlling Shulk either. You can play as anyone in your party. If you played Xenoblade 2, you probably thought that the battle system was overwhelming with all the tutorials and stuff. This is not the case with Xenoblade 1. I personally think that the gameplay is explained way better and it's overall not super complex. Each art has its own color, so you can instantly see what its purpose is. For example, red is for damage, pink is for inflicting break, and green is to topple. But these are just the basics of the battle system. Shulk's ability to see the future plays a huge role in combat. You may get a vision during a battle, and you have a certain amount of time to stop it from happening. You can warn your party members or change the future yourself. And there's a lot more, like chain attacks, positioning, and status effects. Now there's a lot of side quests, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. 480 to be exact. But these are completely optional. You can just skip all of them and continue with the story. But doing these quests gives you good rewards and experience. All the NPCs have names and you'll gain affinity with them when completing quests. And all the bonds between you and the NPCs will be shown in a massive affinity chart. You also have heart-to-hearts. These are conversations between characters that you can do to grow affinity. You get to choose between options during dialogue that will completely affect the outcome of the conversation. There is so much more to talk about when talking about gameplay, so I'll keep it at this. Okay, so now that we have gameplay out of the way, it's time to talk about the amazing scenery in Xenoblade. You are on the bodies of these 2 big titans, the Bionis and the Mechonis. And every location that you're in is an actual location on the body. Gaur Plains is on the Bionis leg, for example. And each time you visit a new location, you will see where you are on the Titan. The world in Xenoblade is vast and open. You can go anywhere to discover things, search for unique monsters to defeat, or just gaze at the amazing scenery. You can find items anywhere in the form of these blue orbs, and you can register them in the Collectopedia. If you get all items of a specific type in a specific area, you'll get a reward. Now let's show some of those amazing areas. Alright, the story. This story is the single best story that I've ever seen in a video game. Not only that, it's also the best story ever told in the history of anything. Books, movies, TV series, anything. Xenoblade beats it. If you thought Xenoblade 2's story was good, then boy you will be blown away by one. Everything from the characters to the plot to the foreshadowing is amazing. And it all blends amazing with Shulk's ability to see the future. That is a big plot device as well. It's gonna be plot twist after plot twist and you'll get blown away. The characters are so well written and you'll care so much for them when you progress with the story. And these characters become so much more alive thanks to the amazing voice actors. With the big star being of course Adam Howden as Shulk. If you played Xenoblade 2, you would probably doubt me on this. But I gotta tell you that Xenoblade 1's voice acting is 10 times better than Xenoblade 2's. Particularly in the tough scenarios, where you need to make an impact and scream. For comparison, let's take two big voice clips out of both games. Don't worry, there are no spoilers.
I'll kill you! Join me!
Every time I hear Shulk scream, I get goosebumps. As with Xenoblade 2, I'll just start to cringe a bit. But what I'm trying to say is that Xenoblade's story is unlike anything I've ever played. It was so good that every other game's story just feels lackluster compared to Xenoblade 1. Now we have one of the best aspects of this game, the music. Every Xenoblade game has a phenomenal soundtrack, and Xenoblade 1's is no different. The music hypes you up in a battle, it immerses you into gorgeous areas, it makes you cry during sad moments, and it makes all the epic moments become even better. I would honestly spend €60 just for the music itself, it's that good. Every song complements the area and fits the environments. And the thing about Xenoblade DE is that all the original tracks are remastered. But if you can't take my word from it, then listen to the critics. Now guess how high the score on Metacritic was for the original Xenoblade for the Wii. The one with the outdated graphics and none of the quality of life changes. I'll give you some time to think. It's a 92 and got a Metacritic must play. That's just as high as the original Final Fantasy VII and even higher than the remake. And even crazier is that the user score for the original Xenoblade is also a 9.2. That makes Xenoblade the third highest user rated game on Metacritic. And now imagine the score that it will get with the graphical update and all the quality of life changes and the extra content. And you have a recipe for the best RPG ever made. There's so much more I want to talk about, but then the video would be way too long. I hope I could convince you to buy the game, and if you have any more doubts or questions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer every comment that you all leave. I already got my European Collector's Edition pre-ordered, so I'm super excited. That's all for now, thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Xenoblade and Smash related content. Goodbye.